guys, this is HD.
And this is Pain User.
We're back, man. It's time. IdrA versus KiWiKaKi. Game 4. Grand Finals. IPL. Need I say more?
No. That last game, so uncharacteristic of Greg. Again, I say, who is this guy and what has he done with IdrA?
Yeah.
Cheesing again on Shattered Temple, using the exact same build that he used in their previous series, and winning again. So IdrA obviously has this build very well planned out, very well thought out, has his timings down, and I'd imagine he's had a fair bit of success with that build versus Protoss on Shattered Temple.
Yeah.
You have that wide open natural, and it just makes the Roachling all-in that much more effective.
Now you gotta wonder if IdrA cheeses again, a third game in a row. How baller would that be? And how unexpected would that be? Now, I don't think that's going to happen, and namely because it's Shattered Temple, and this ramp right here, so hard to bust down, especially if a Protoss grabs a fast expo, and it even looks like KiWiKaKi's going to do that.
Yeah, it's a very difficult map to cheese on.
Yep.
The Protoss can SimCity as natural relatively easily, have sentries in good positions for force fields, so it just makes it that much harder, but you know, you never know. IdrA has just been so bizarre throughout this whole tournament, leaving games, cheesing. I mean, well, leaving games, that's nothing
That's
new.
not bizarre.
But
standard.
Cheesing, that's just so strange. I don't really understand. He's done it twice too, and he's had success.
Yeah.
Not working out for him on Tal'Darim, but definitely working out for him both games on Shattered Temple. So KiWiKaKi gonna feel comfortable here on Shakuras, gonna be able to take that natural relatively safely, and probably gonna try and play that long, drawn-out defensive Protoss style of game where he just gets it into the late game and then takes the win.
And I think IdrA, at the same kind of mindset, is thinking, okay, I just won the last game. I could cheese again, but it's just not going to happen on this map because of the way the map is designed. I'm going to also play a standard macro game. It's a nice map to do that on, I think. And he is going to grab his hatchery down. Now, over to the Protoss base, Kiwi actually throwing down a Forge. So he's really going to get those cannons up, really preparing for any kind of possible, like, oh man, IdrA's gonna cheese me a third time in a row. Just making sure that everything's safe and standard.
Yeah, he is playing very safe, and that's another reason why cheesing every now and then is so good. It keeps your opponents honest. You're not going to see any kind of Nexus first or Forge into Nexus. He's getting that gateway, getting that Forge down, and this is all before the Nexus even goes down. Also going to get that third pylon down before he even drops the Nexus. So very worried about it.
Wow, IdrA expecting Forge cannons here, so pulling all his drones to deflect the probe. But no cannons, no Canigans.
No Cananigans.
Cananigans today.
Coined HD Pain User.
Right on.
Cananigans. Alright, so anyway, it looks like he's finally going to get that Nexus down. And no cannons just yet at the natural. Looks like he's going to be content to just block that off with Zealots. And I wonder what he's going to do with all these early Zealots. Is he going to try and do some kind of early push here? Because he is making 4 Zealots.
And he's chrono boosting them out too.
Yeah, and I don't think that he's just going to be using those defensively. He's definitely going to do some kind of a push here.
I think what he's going to do here is push and then seal off this hole with another gateway. That almost seems certainly like the build he's going to do. Throwing down another pylon to clear up more supply capacity. And you're right, I think he's going to make some kind of a quad Zealot push here. And he saw the fact that IdrA went for this expansion. He knows IdrA doesn't have that many Zerglings out right now. And yeah, here we go. 4 Zealots pushing out and not exactly walling off with the gateway, but pretty much choking it off.
Pretty much. Going to leave 1 slot open. He can easily force field that. And this is going to force a lot of Ling production out of IdrA. He's already making 8 Lings. And this is going to give him the chance to catch up economically just because he spent so much Chrono Boost time and money on building those Zealots.
Yeah.
Obviously not getting that Nexus up as quickly as possible, but IdrA already has his 2 Queens in position, and he's going to have Lings ready, so I don't know if these Zealots are going to be able to make anything happen.
Zealots actually maybe going straight for the ramp here, but no, getting blocked off by the Zerglings. Nice play by IdrA, and I think he should be able to deal with these Zealots pretty easily. Most of the Zealots are very weakened right now, and KiWiKaKi actually running to let those shields recharge.
Yeah, those Queens were just teeing off on the Zealots the entire time, using the Zerglings just to flank and prevent the Zealots from just running straight up the ramp. And now KiWiKaKi has these 4 Zealots. This is Rogue Squad right here, just going in, and I don't think they're going to be able to make anything happen, and that's going to be 4 Zealots lost almost for nothing. Did force some Zerglings to be produced.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think KiWiKaKi did force a lot of Zerglings to be produced, and that was key right there. For 4 Zealots...
Wow, he actually use that to surpass IDrA in the Harvester count.
So the entire time he was attacking, not producing a single unit but a sentry just in case, and he was probing up the whole time. So actually, I think that might have been cost effective.
Yeah, very interesting little strategy right there out of KiWiKaKi. Not something you see every day, but it does work out for him. Does force quite a few Zerglings to be produced, and IDrA really in that situation.
Oh!
Wait,
Pylon saves the day.
Yeah, I thought there was a space between that Pylon and the Forge.
This Zealot actually is the one that's not completely walled off, because Zerglings can kind of surround him.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. He's like the forward scout.
He's the guy who carries the flag.
the flag
Where's
bearer.
the Warthog?
The flag bearer.
Oh, man.
Ooh, KiWiKaKi adding his double gas and 4 more gateways right now.
Yeah. Actually, Kiwi here really transitioning into, looks like, mass gateway units, it looks like.
Yeah, he is probably going to do some kind of aggressive gateway push, adding these 4 gateways right now at the exact same time. Definitely has this timed out. Probably going to do some kind of a push here soon once he gets all these warp gates up and running. The real question is whether he's going to add a robo or not.
Yeah.
If he adds a robo, we're probably going to see him take a third and slowly creep to take that third safely and then move out. But if he sticks with these 5 gateways and continues to produce warp gate units, we're definitely going to see an aggressive push out of him. And still... Oh, he does have the weapons coming, so...
Yeah, he does have weapons 1, so I think he's going to wait for weapons 1 to finish. He may push before weapons, but I think what we're going to see is some kind of a combination of stalkers and sentries pushing out relatively soon. No, don't kill the flag bearer! Oh, no. Someone's got to claim it. The flag is chilling right there.
Man down.
Well, KiWiKaKi here has revealed some of his forces already, and it looks like IDrA immediately throwing down a Hydralisk den. So this game, unlike a previous game, we're actually going to have some Hydralisks coming out.
Yeah, and I think that, well, that was a very big factor in that game, was the fact that he did not have Hydras, and the force fields were just devastating.
Yeah.
And he is going to have to kill a Pylon and the Cybernetics Core to get the Stalkers out. Stalkers are big and clunky.
Yep.
They are probably feeling terrible right now, forcing the Protoss army to kill a bunch of their own buildings.
On a diet.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a little obese. Alright, Stalkers and Sentries pushing out across the center. Overlord with speed coming in and scouting the fact that there is quite a bit of warp gates right now, and almost certainly IDrA now going to completely cut drone production, producing all Lings and Roaches, realizing the impending 5-gate attack is coming, with +1 weapons finishing in about 20 seconds. So
and
this
there
is going to be a
is a probe
push.
with this attack.
Yeah.
He is building offensive pylons, checking for that third, but he is checking the wrong location. IDrA has taken the pocket third to the right, and I think that's a little bit safer for him right now. He is getting out Roaches and Lings, and he does have that creep pushed out into the middle of the map, so Kiwi going to be very hesitant to step onto that creep.
Yeah, that creep provides such a speed bonus for the Zerg army, but KiWiKaKi right now has this single pylon. Now what IDrA wants to do is pick off this pylon and pick off wherever the probe is. I can't even tell, is there a probe in this
I think
army?
he already got it.
Yeah, I think he might have killed the probe. So Kiwi only has 1 pylon reinforcing this 5-gate push, and it looks like he's leaving.
Abandoning hope.
Wow, that's the flag right there. IDRA's gonna come in and take it out. Immediately says, okay, free pylon, yeah, I'll take it out. And that's the end of that 5-gate aggression.
I kind of agree with this decision by KiWiKaKi. I don't know that he was really able to make anything happen in that situation. He's gonna fall back, take no losses, secure a third here, and he's probably gonna try and take his pocket third. I think he already has a probe there, so he's gonna try and take this third, and I think IDrA is gonna try and pour on the hurt here in a little bit.
IDrA has a 4th expansion now coming up. He has a ton of speed roaches walking across the map to the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Some Zerglings also going to chill down here, checking for a 4th or a 3rd, but not going to see anything. And he might be gearing up for some kind of a mass kind of flank maneuver where he can surround the Protoss ball, and that's what Zerg players really want to do. But he's not going to commit yet, just making these entrances and making these hallways and passageways accessible for his forces when he needs to.
One thing I want to note that's absolutely crazy is the supply differential is at 179 to 128 in favor of IDrA right now.
Good call.
And on top of that, Kiwi has been working off of 5 gateways since very early on in this game. So he's had a ton of production, and he's been producing gateway units, which should even bolster his supply by quite a bit. And he's still behind by that much. IDrA is just macroing impeccably right now, and he's going to be able to deny this third here, forcing the army up into the main with just a handful of Zerglings. Going to be able to snipe this, but at what cost? If he loses all of these Roaches, I don't know if it's cost effective for him.
Yeah, he may actually lose all these roaches. You're right. All the roaches sacrificing themselves. I would say that's about maybe 1,000 minerals, 300 gas worth of roaches for a Nexus? I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely was not cost effective there.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
IdrA.
We have some burrowed roaches chilling back here in the main. Hello. Does he have Overlord drop? Indeed, he does. So in that entire time, he was actually dropping off roaches into the main, and we have seen this before.
Yeah, absolutely. IdrA loves to do that on this map. He will queue up Overlords all over the map on different trajectories, full of roaches. He already has one sitting outside the natural
with
right
Hydras, nonetheless.
And that is able to do so much damage to the economy, and he's denying the third again, and IdrA is really just all over the place right now. I love this.
Yes, this is brilliant play by IdrA. He's really utilizing the fact that instead of attacking in a big ball, why not drop all over the place and harass the mineral line of the Protoss? He did that to great success against KiWiKaKi in a previous series in this tournament. Now unloading, or actually burrowing his roaches and coming up above the forest fields and pushing the Protoss ball right back into the natural. Surprisingly, still not using this Overlord though.
And the crazy thing is IdrA is just absolutely taking it to KiWiKaKi right now. He is making things happen. He is forcing the win. He's not sitting back and playing that long, drawn-out macro game with a Protoss on Shakuras, which is the worst situation you could possibly be in. And I really love this new style from IdrA.
Very nice play. Now, the key thing here is he's kept KiWiKaKi on 2 bases, man. He has denied the third 2 times, and now it's definitely been worth it as he's got 4 bases up to KiWiKaKi's 2. KiWiKaKi is staring down the barrel of a pretty big shotgun to the face.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Ooh, actually keeps it alive, and it looks like he's going to drop and try and pick off some of the probes mining gas.
At the same time attacking as well.
Yep, and those are going to be able to kill a pylon at the very least, and he's killing a ton of stalkers at the front right here. Corruptors trading in with the Colossus, going to take those out as well. KiWiKaKi might be able to win this battle, just maybe, but at what cost? He has none of his higher value gas units left over, and a much smaller stalker force than reminiscent of the game on Tal'Darim.
Wow, and more roaches dropping behind the main as well. IdrA is just all over the place, man. He's the Bumblebee Zerg. He's just flying and darting around everywhere, dropping off units in your face, like you said. And with KiWiKaKi losing those expensive Colossus, man, that's a great trade for a Zerg.
Not only losing those expensive Colossus, he has 1 probe mining each gas in his main, and that Hydra drop took out both gases at his natural. So he is literally has
if we look
almost
at the gas
income right
96 gas gas intake per minute. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. And there's nothing he can do to recover that, really, because IdrA is just pouring on the hurt right now, continuing to throw away hordes of Zerg units, and this is the swarm mode.
Yeah, this is Sauron Zerg status. Just continually, basically all his hatcheries are rallied into the Protoss main, and he's just hitting 5 or whatever his hatchery hotkey is. But mine's 5. And S, R, 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 Z, 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 and everything's just flooding right into the Protoss base, and nothing really that KiWiKaKi can do about it. His back
to his credit, I mean, he is up against the wall right now with a knife pressed up against his throat and a gun to his belly. I mean, there is no way he can recover from this situation, and GG is called from KiWiKaKi right there.
Looks like he got mugged.
IdrA bringing it back. 2-2.
Yeah.
We are all tied up in the finals here of the IPL. I hope you guys are as excited for this coming game as we are. Gonna take it into Game 5, and we will see who wins. KiWiKaKi is on the line right here. He needs to win this next game.
Absolutely, and IdrA can actually afford to lose this next game because there will be a follow-up series because KiWiKaKi needs to win 2. Correct?
Indeed.
Wow. All right, guys. My clothes are about to come off because I'm so excited right now. Let's move to the next game. Let's do it.